Hello, welcome to another mod of the one, the only, the beloved, my favorite game, Doki Doki Literature Club. And the mod we are playing is Doki Doki Summertime, as you can see right here. So far, this looks like the original game, the original menu screen. You see the characters Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. So, let's see what this mod has to offer. Alright, enter the name, of course. Here we go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she'd oversleep more and more frequently, and I'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Josh. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you don't want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with the other students making their daily commute. By the way, Josh, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Oh, Sayori, I actually thought about a club to join. Let's do the Literature Club! I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs, but I just said, let's join the Literature Club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. That's right. And I joined the Literature Club, like when I played the original Doki Doki Literature Club. We're basically in the Literature Club and things were kind of happening. So, I'm thinking about joining again. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just being on by the average by spending my free times on games and anime. Well, I know, in the original game, I set it as, not anime and corrected it to orchestra and all that. But honestly, I've been spending some more time on anime, actually, like when I played Chikara School Simulator. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll give it some thought, if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try just a little bit? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs? Sayori wants to check out some clubs. But I told her already I'm not interested in joining any. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Why, thank you, Sayori. Thank you very much. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. That's right, the Literature Club. Sayori? Yeah. There's no way I am going to join your club. Meanie. Yeah. Wow. Virtual me is being so rude. If this were me in real life, I'd totally want to join her club. I love the Literature Girls. And most importantly, Sayori is my favorite character in Doki Doki Literature Club. My favorite character in my favorite game. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is non-existent compared to that. Didn't I already say I'm not interested in joining a club? Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. Either way, it doesn't matter. I let out a long sigh. Sayori, you're trying to bribe me with food someone else made? Wait, the music stopped. We have total silence now. Let's just appreciate the silence for a moment. Okay, alright, I'll stop. But it looks like Sayori's frowning for some reason. Maybe because she's been caught. Okay, we'll see. Don't you see anything wrong with that? Well, I told you already. I'll think about it. Until then, I'm not interested. Sorry. Okay. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. It's really... Oh, it looks like the sunset. Oh, what's happening? We have a cube. Now it's turning green. One player team presents Doki Doki Summertime. Now, I know it's not technically summer yet for me anyway, because it's not school break yet, but I decided to celebrate early by playing this mod. Okay, so these are the writers of the music. Okay, very nice, very nice. I always pay attention to the music writers because I want to know who, wrote the motion picture soundtrack and everything. Special thanks to these people. So that was the beginning of the original Doki Doki Literature Club, except it changed a little at the end with oh, you're bribing me with cupcakes and all that stuff. The bus leaves me behind just as I arrive at the bus stop. Not again. I guess I wasn't appealing enough to the bus driver with this plastic shopping bag by my side. At least the weather's pleasant today. I couldn't bear to just sit here for 15 minutes in some of the heat waves we had last year. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even care when my parents warned me about the heat. One time, they practically sprayed me down with the garden hose. Well, if I was wearing my swimsuit, that'd actually feel good because I like water, as long as the water's not cold. But if I was, like, in clothes and everything, gee, that'd be harsh. I wasn't even that upset since we were having so much fun with Sayori. Come to think of it, I haven't seen much of her since last year. Not even on the way to school since she started oversleeping regularly. It isn't my responsibility to get her on school on time, right? Well, it isn't technically our responsibility, but it's always nice to help. Yeah. Besides, I'm sure she was doing fine with the club activities she got involved in. What was it again? Something related to books? Yep, it's the literature club! Not really my thing. Maybe some manga now and then, but then probably wouldn't be considered proper literature. Well, manga is technically literature, as Natsuki keeps saying in the original game. Manga is technically literature because it's like a type of book and all that. Games, now that is my thing. Can't wait until I go home. Now I like games too, yeah. Like, the subject in school itself, I'm not really into because, like, they make you answer questions about it and all that stuff. Yeah. Josh? That's an oddly familiar voice. Oh, it's Sayori. Hello, Sayori. How are you doing? So it looks like we're in downtown of something. I have no idea where we are. Yeah, you see it says downtown street and whatnot. Dot. Sayori? Hi, I haven't seen you in a while. So sorry if I bothered you. No, your timing couldn't have been any better. I've got nothing better to do. I'm just waiting for the next bus to go home. I see. Hey, you're Josh, right? That's right, Monica. I remember you. You were the president of the literature club. Hello, Monica. We haven't talked much before, but I immediately recognized Monica. She's one of the popular girls in school. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Besides, basically the kind of girl that chumps like me are too scared to talk to. Well, Monica's actually a pretty nice girl. Well, actually, wait, I take that back. She did some pretty bad things in the original game, but, I mean, she bought everyone back in the end, so, yeah, and it's always good to forgive her for that, because she did the most amazing thing at the end of the game. So, yeah, she is a good person. Or she can be. Or she made it up. You knew each other already? Sayori, don't act surprised about it. You were in the club too when we met. Not fair. I wanted to introduce you two. That's alright, Sayori. We had class together in the past. So, where are you two headed? We're going swimming. Mind if I join you, girls? Mind if I join you? Monica said that they have a discount on tickets for students and invited me to join her. You've got to grab the opportunities life gives you. Just because we don't have to go to school doesn't mean we should stay indoors by ourselves. Also, exercise keeps us fit and calms the mind, too. It's gonna be so much fun! That sounds great, Monica. Hey, Josh, what about you? Me? Yeah, what are you doing today? I glance at Monica and hesitate to blurt out some vague nonsense. Well, I haven't really made up my mind yet. But really? Well, I was thinking, you know... Sayori seems a bit flustered. Was she like this before? Wanna join us, Josh? Of course I would. Yeah, that. What? You mean swimming? I'm not really a good swimmer. That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We're just gonna go there and have fun and enjoy the sun. Well... Alright, Monica, I'll meet you two there, but at first, I have to get home and get geared up. Yep, first things first. Do you know the way? Oh, brother, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll probably need a GPS to get there or something. Not exactly. Monica tells me how to get to the entrance. I write it down to make sure I won't get lost. The girls wave by just as I see the bus arriving with Sayori, being her usual cheerful self, and Monica sweetly smiling at me. Very nice. Very nice. On the bus, I get lost in my thoughts. Yeah, on the bus. This is really something. I didn't expect to get invited by those two girls like this. I guess I owe my thanks to Sayori for stopping to talk to me. This isn't like when she tried to get me involved in her club. Attempting to bribe me with food and make me feel guilty because of her promises she made. I don't think that's right. Sure, this is kind of out of my comfort zone too, but thinking about seeing Monica in a bikini, well, I mean, that's just kind of the normal swimsuit, so I hope my character doesn't get all lustful about it. Oh boy, I shouldn't let my imagination get the better of me. Yeah, good thoughts. Good thoughts. It's just swimming. Besides, I can't even recall when's the last time I went swimming. At home, I dropped off the things I bought at the store. I rummaged through my drawers looking for my swimming shorts. Where are they? ... Has it really been this long since I've needed them? ... Yes! I've probably never been this happy to find a piece of clothing. Now I just need some sun lotion. I'm not in good shape anyway, and adding sunburn to that would make me as appealing as warm beer on a hot summer day. Not that I know what this is like. The address Monica gave me isn't exactly in my part of the city, so it's probably best if I take the bus. Or if we can drive the car. You know that, computer me, right? Even if I had to wait 15 minutes, again, it'd still be faster than if I ran all the way. Okay, so speaking of driving, I actually got my permit, like, just a couple days ago. I got it on May 3rd, 2022, and I'll probably be getting my license about, the earliest I can get it is October 30th, so can't wait for that. I'm not sure what age computer me is, but yeah. Like, I could run all the way there. I couldn't run the distance from school to our house, even if my life depended on it. Luckily, I only had to wait a few minutes before the bus arrived. It's already early afternoon by the time I get to the entrance. They don't seem to care too much for their presentation, since I would have easily missed it if I didn't have the address. There are several people in front of me waiting to get in, but it takes all of them less than 10 minutes to get finished. Hello? Okay, I don't know if the cashier's a boy or girl, so I don't know what voice to make. So I guess I should just stick with my own voice. Good afternoon. I'd like one student ticket. Is there still a discount? Yes, 25% until the end of the month. Would you like to buy a monthly pass, perhaps? No, thank you. And just to let you know, today we're closing a few hours earlier than usual due to maintenance. We're going to announce it on the loudspeaker so you won't miss it. Too bad I couldn't get here any earlier. I can only spend a couple of hours with the girls. Alright, we will continue this in part 2.